Hey guys, it's Mike coming back with another Johnny Bench Hank Greenberg PC update video. It's been a while. As you can probably tell by my image, I have been dealing with an eye issue. Well, actually both eyes, but been having some double vision. Been off from work for a few weeks, and it's starting to get a little better. So I'm hoping we're turning the corner here, and we'll get this back to normal. But I think we figured it out, and hopefully it's going to get resolved here in the next week or two, or three, whatever it takes. But it's been a while since I did a video, and I really wanted to get on here and do one. Got a bunch of stuff stacking up, and yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Football season started. Being a Vikings fan is never easy, especially when I didn't know they had re-signed Blair Walsh to kick for him this past weekend. But the opportunity to go into Lambeau and win a game against Green Bay doesn't come very often, and they had multiple chances. But they got a tie at least. But I'm glad they made a change of kicker. That was pretty ridiculous. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well, getting ready for the baseball playoffs. Of course, the Reds won't be in it. I don't have to worry about that. But there's always next year, right? But got a bunch of stuff to show you. First thing I want to say is for Ted, who I met at the National. Ted, you're a great guy, and he sent me a package right when I first started getting this eye issue. And I hadn't done a video. I went ahead and busted it so I could thank him for it. But I did want to show what he sent me. This is a 1976 Johnny Bench Kellogg's issue. If anybody remembers these, I think the last time they did it was early 80s, but these were inserted in boxes of cereal. And I've got a bunch of them, but I didn't have this one. And it's in really nice shape too, so thank you, Tim. And this one here is the commemorative coin from Cons when Bench retired. And I've had the coin, but I don't have the whole thing where it's never been opened and everything. So this is very cool. So Ted, it was great meeting you and hanging out with you and having fun with you and Everett and Joey and everybody else. Had a blast at the National, and hopefully get this eye condition fixed so I can get back to my old self here and start making some more videos. But Ted, thanks again. I really appreciate that. It was very kind of you. And make me a couple checklists. I need to know what you need. I got some post issues that you collect for the baseball, and I might have a few you don't, so I'll be glad to send them on to you if you let me know what you're looking for. And I might have some of those tops. I've got a hodgepodge of everything put back, so let me know what you need on those sets, and I'll see what I can do for you. Getting on to Bench stuff, he's got a lot of stuff coming out here, and I've got to the point where I think with all the big end breakers, I mean, it's amazing to me to get on breakers and see all the people that are busting product and how much of it they're busting. I watched Chad Firehand. I've been watching him for 10 years now. And he just has dozens of breaks. He has another guy help him to do more breaks. It's just, and anytime you get now a bench that's like numbered to 5, it's listed on eBay for like $300 or best offer. It's almost pricing me out as far as the low numbered stuff. It's just gotten probably at least double what it was a year or two ago. And I've talked to Brian about this. I think it's mainly just people that get in these box breaks and lose their butts on it, and they get a card and they're trying to make back their money on these things, and it's just if I don't buy it, nobody is for the most part, and I'm not paying $200 or $300 for it. It's not even a 1 of 1; it's a number to 5. And the one of ones come up at like $500 to $800 now, and it's, I guess it's changing times, and being an older guy, it's hard for me to change, and I'm just not going to spend that kind of money. So now I got to be patient and wait for them to come up at auction later on, and try to fill them that way, because they go much, much cheaper at auction, of course. So anyway, I've been yakking enough. I bought the purple version of this a while back, but this is this year's gold framed Topps Definitive, and it is literally one of my, I'd say, top 5 all-time bench cards now. It's just a beautiful autograph, beautiful design, great picture of him as a catcher. Love everything about the card. Number to 10. So I got the 10 and I got the 5. The one of one red was one I'd love to have. It came up a while back, but it went for a lot of money. Just didn't want to get into all that, especially it being off work. But it looks like everything there is going to be fine too. But you never know when you first get started with this kind of stuff. Let's see here. This year's museum collection. This is just the number to 10 quad relic. I'm just plain probably pants pieces on this. But they get pretty good money on eBay. We finally got this one for a decent price. And moving on to Diamond Icons. Well, let's do the Ginter first. I've been pretty fortunate with Ginter this year. I've gotten some pretty good deals on it. This is the number to 10 silk card, with the silk version of the mini inside of it. These are numbered to 10. These are very nice. And I've done pretty good on the minis. Let's see, I think this is the one of one out of retail, the glossy. I could be wrong, but I think it's the retail version. And those are hand numbered on the back, one of one. And out of the Ginter X, I think it is, that Brian really likes a lot. This is the red version. And that's numbered 4 out of 5. And this is the gray or silver, I guess silver, out of X. And that's the one of one on that one. So, very cool. Good start to my Ginter. It's easy to fill in the rest of them after you get the hard ones out of the way. So let's see, going on to Diamond Icons. I love the red ink autographs. This is the base number to 25 version. It's a nice clean card. And to go with it, I picked up the red. Got a pretty good deal on that. So I don't know, you all tell me. I don't know, is it too red for this version, or do you think the base version is better? Regardless, they're both red ink, so I'm happy with that. And I've got a couple of the Luminaries. Actually, I bought a few, but only a couple of them have come in. This is a number to 15 base. I bought that first because I didn't know they had a red version immediately. This was one of the first ones posted. And the number to 10 version is red, so I think I'm going to go after them this year because they really look nice with the reds, of course, and the red uniform and all that kind of stuff. And that's number 10 out of 10. Johnny's autograph's always been one of the best. He's getting older now, and sometimes he's a little sloppy. This one's really nice. But they do vary a little bit nowadays. So that's the first two in. He's got 9 different Luminary cards this year. So the Diamond Icons, he's got 4, and I've got that's one of them. And I got another one coming, 2 more coming in, so I just need one of those now. And then, of course, the Luminaries, I need another 4 or 5. It's hard to keep up with him. He's in a lot of the big high-end products now. So I think that's all the bench. I'm going to move on over to Hank. Hank I've been very busy with. Brian and I, as you probably know from watching one of his videos, that he did a trade. There was a green. He had a green ink. He had a green ink version that he bought a while back, and I've always liked it because I love green ink for Greenberg, of course. And a black ink one popped up that had a real nice auto on it, which you've probably seen already. And he said he would do a straight up trade for the green one. And he sent that on over to me. And I don't want to take it out of this holder. I get the focus here. Well, some glare, but it's a 1939 play ball with the green ink signature. Very nice. And from the same dealer that I bought that black ink that I traded for this one, he had a few more inks for sale, including this 1939, which is a red ink version. And that's really nice too. Card's in really nice shape. So I got the red ink and I got the green ink, and there we go. Pardon me, my eyesight's just limiting me a little bit here. It's hard to see, as you can tell. I got glasses on top of eye patches. But I've got a blue, it's in a period autograph, and I've got a black ink that I got from the National. So I've got 4 different variations of the 39 play ball in red, green, black, and blue. Once I get this one slabbed by SGC, I'll do a video with and put them in it. So I guess that's an old-fashioned rainbow, whereas today we do number variations. Back in '39, I guess I'll do autograph ink variations. I don't know if there's going to be any more or not, but that's pretty cool. Let's see here, and I got this weird card here. I put out in 1976 by the Playboy Press. What they're promoting, I have no idea. It looks like some sort of card game. But Hank was the answer for he was the first. Well, the question was, who was the first $100,000 player in the National League? And when the Tigers sold his contract to Pittsburgh, he didn't want to go to Pittsburgh, but he had to. But to make up for it, I guess somewhat, they gave him a contract for $100,000 a year, which at the time was the most ever by a National League player. And it's one of the few cards you'll see with his the Pittsburgh hat on. As you can see the P on that one. So kind of a neat card. Doesn't see this one very often at all. And a nice little bit of trivia there. Imagine $100,000. I don't know what that would equal to today, but it couldn't be more than 2 or 3 million, I guess. But you know, with the contracts they have nowadays, it's crazy. I might have shown this one. I think I just posted it on the Facebook groups. I don't normally buy Leaf products, but this is a 2017 Leaf Executive Collection. Hank Greenberg. It's a 1 of 1. But the reason I got it is this is a true vintage Hank Greenberg auto. This is he started in 1933 as his rookie year, even though he had one in bat in 1930. But when he came to the club in 33, he signed like variations of this for the first couple years. So this is somewhere between 33 and 35. And then he had a distinct change from 35 to mid-30s. And then he had another change from late 30s to 40, 41. And then when he went to war, he changed it again. So those are very easy to figure out when, or at least within a couple years, but this is very early. So I'll give Leaf credit for putting a nice early photo or autograph in the card. The only thing I don't like about Leaf is they don't mention the player or anything on the card. It's just on the case itself. And that case will be going to SGC to get reslabbed. And let's see here. Just a couple other things. I got this weird 1936 Black's Annual Baseball Schedule and Sports. This is kind of a little booklet. You can see compared to the size of a card. And it's just like a little booklet of like the sports schedules for 1937 or 36. And just records and stuff like that. It's a thick little booklet. But it's a really unusual picture. I don't think I've seen that picture of him before. And he was the 1935 MVP in the American League. And that's why he's on the cover. And let's see here. I got this. This is a common thing. If you go on eBay, he signed a lot of these Hall of Fame plaques, but I've got the first one that came out in the 50s, 60s area, and I didn't ever get the one that was later. But this one came out and it was cheap. I got this. Some guy was selling it for like he took an offer of $40 for it. And these things sell for some of them close to $100 sometimes. So it's the right time to buy it. And I'll get that one slabbed too. But nice auto at the top. Love these Hall of Fame plaques. But he signed a slew of them. I guess that's what most people wanted when they sent him something to sign. So I think that is it. And just nice to do a video. Again, pardon me, it's hard to see, but I really wanted to do one. But just nice to get in touch with everybody and let you know I'm still kicking. And hopefully this is going to get resolved here in the near future. But good talking to you guys again, and I hope you're doing well. Enjoy the game tonight. And hopefully I'll be back to snuff here in the next few weeks. But thanks a lot and take care. Bye-bye.